Top of the mornings to you all. How are you all doing? It's only been 2 weeks. I'm obviously not very good at this. No, I have excuses. Don't worry. You ready for this? Brace yourselves. Uno 1, I've been filming other videos. They didn't go to plan, okay? They turned out terrible. They were awful. I took one look at them things and I was like, no, I'm not posting that to the internet. Like, I'm pretty open, you know? I'm happy to be a bit of an idiot on the internet. But that was past idiot. That was just straight up ew. If you want to see it, tell me, because I will put together some short, you know, clips of me baking and failing. I tried them cookies after. And all I can say is they were a sad excuse for a cookie. It was like a rock, you know. I could lob that thing at the wall and it would dent the wall and the cookie would still be intact. Number 2 is I had this video planned, which is part of the video you're watching now, so welcome. But it didn't go to plan. I'll explain that in a bit. And the final excuse, number 3, is that I have been animating recently, and if you've ever animated before, you will know that it does not take, you know, just half an hour of me sitting down talking to a camera. I've been working on this thing for 2 weeks. I am coming up to halfway through it, but that will be on a different channel altogether. I'm not going to say it's me because I would rather just dissociate myself from it. So if it does well, then I'll tell you. But you know, other than that, that's what I've been working on. Anyway, welcome. This is what you're here for. You're here for this video. A little bit of a backstory for this one. So, I have been interested in some channels here on the YouTube, called like Actually Happened, or you know, like Tell My Story sort of channels, where they basically rack out these 10-minute long animation videos of people's allegedly true stories, which is against the YouTube, you know, violations and things like that. That is not a part of the whole shebang of terms and conditions, you know. But the way they get away with it is then at the end of the video they put in this like, email your story in today and you could be the next chosen person. And I've seen a lot of YouTube videos saying, you're like, oh, they're so like obviously fake. And I'm like, yeah, we all know. We still watch them anyway. I watched them all the way through my GCSEs. They got me through my morning routines, thank you very much. And I still weirdly enjoyed them, and I don't know why I enjoyed them. But like, some of these channels have up to like 40 million subscribers, and the content is pure rubbish. But we watch it anyway, don't we? Welcome to YouTube. Anyway, the whole idea one came up with was, I have never seen, as much as people have been like ratting them out and being like, YouTube, why are you letting this happen? I've never seen proof that someone has gone to the lengths of, you know, emailing to these people, doing a whole story and seeing if they actually do something with it. Because in the end of the day, if someone's going to take the time to email in, whether you're an animation or not, like, I wasn't fussed whether it was going to be a good animation or not. Like, that didn't bother me. I just wanted them to animate my terribly made up story. And then it just took a whole turn, you know. I was expecting them to not reply, not animate it at all, and then we have our proof. It completely baffled me. Look, this is the proof. Hopefully I've edited in there, of me emailing these people my story, but I was just expecting to be able to wrap them out through this, and then them not replying, not doing anything with it. And I was like, yay, I proved it. But something different happened, and I haven't checked yet. So, you know, if it's back on air, if it's back doing its thing, you know, Actually Happened is back and up and running, fantastic. But then I checked the other day, And I went on their channel and it said all of the channel's content had been deleted. So the channel was still there, but there was nothing, no videos, no anything. And I was like, well, colour me green and call me the Grinch. I was not expecting that turn up for the books, you know. But I'm still going to tell you my lovely in-depth story anyway. All of this, disclaimer, is made up. Not a single piece of this information is true, okay? Before you all think I'm, you know, a 19-year-old who's got twins, I'm not 19 and I haven't got twins. My name's also not Victoria. So let's get into this lovely humble abode of a story, you know, if I can find the right page. Quickly before I read this absolute masterpiece to you, if you've seen these videos before, you will also understand the concept of what I was going for whilst writing it. Like, these videos are very like, hi, I'm young and I'm telling you how I became a millionaire at 15. So I kind of wrote it like that. Hi, my name is Victoria and I am 19 and I have twins that are nearly 4. The best place to start is at the beginning, as it's a long and bumpy ride. It all started when I was 6 and my horrible mother left the family home and moved away. This didn't bother me at all, as she was never really there for me anyway and never loved me. Although this didn't bother me, this had a harsh impact on my dad. He slowly began to become a shadow of himself. 5 years went by and life was tough. I began to become a carer for my dad and quickly learned how to cook, clean and pay the bills. I was getting tired, as on top of this I was moving up to secondary school. One night my dad came home extremely drunk and I had had enough. I yelled at my dad, saying everything I felt about me being his carer, being stressed with having to do everything, and how it wasn't my fault my mum left, so he should stop punishing me. I went to my room and stayed there. Me and my dad didn't speak much for about 3 days, until he told me to pack my stuff. We were moving. He said he took into consideration what I had said and moving was the best for us. So off we went. I was terrified, but also excited. Could this be a new start? The house we moved to was quite nice. Average, but nice. For the first year, everything was going smoothly until my dad met his girlfriend. She was horrible. She was just like my mum personality-wise and pulled my dad away from me. It was also at this time I met my then best friend, Tom. He helped me get through the next few years. When I was 14, I was sitting in my classroom when I was called to the head teacher's office. I was so confused, as I was a good student. When I got there, I had the shock of my life. My dad had been in a car accident. I ran out of the school and caught the next bus to the hospital. There he was, pale-faced and weak. The doctor said he was in a coma, and they didn't know how long for. As she was my only family, my dad's girlfriend had to move in. It was hell, but Tom helped me through. On my 15th birthday, Tom invited me round, and all I can say is a few months later, I found out I was pregnant. When I told Tom, he was not as supportive as I would have hoped. He stopped talking to me and then told the whole school, meaning I had to drop out. My dad's girlfriend also had a lot to say about me and said as soon as the baby was born, I was out of the house and how my dad would be disappointed in me. 9 months flew by. As soon as my unexpected twins were born, I was out. I kept moving from shelter to shelter. I was only 16. I one day saw an advert for the lottery and decided to treat myself. After all, I had been raising twins to the best of my ability. I had the shock of my life when it said I had won. Only £50, but that allowed me to buy a cheap, nice suit. I used that suit to go to job interviews, and when I finally got a job in an office, I began saving. And when I was 17, I was able to rent a small flat above a sweet shop. This wasn't much, but it allowed a safe place for me and my kids to grow. Now I'm 19, nearly 20, and my twins are going to be going to school. I have been promoted, and now I'm looking at buying a bigger place for us. I just want to let people know that even when you think your life is horrible and dark, this won't last forever. Work hard and look after yourself, and you will reach the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's my story that I emailed into them. This is kind of where the video ends because they never replied. It was about 3, maybe 4 weeks ago I emailed them this. I had no reply for about a week, maybe a week and a half. And then I saw their channel was just gone. And I was like, well, I did something right, you know. So yeah, that's it really. That was the video idea that I had like weeks ago that I couldn't really do anything with, but I still thought I'd share it with you because I was blooming proud of that. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, woo, thumbs up. Have a conversation in the comments down below. See how you all are. How are you? How are you doing? It's been a bit insane this time at the moment, especially with everything that's going on. Quite negative, but you know, you sometimes gotta keep a positive attitude through things because otherwise my brain might fall out of my head. You know, if you need some time off, that's okay. If people judge you, that's their problem. Just take time for yourself because it's very overwhelming what we're going through at the moment. And it's all right to just, you know, stand back, think, do research, search into things. Remember, we're still in a pandemic. That hasn't stopped. We're still trying to, you know, fight a disease. That hasn't just stopped completely, but we're also trying to get the economy back on track. We're also supporting Black Lives Matter because Black lives do matter and we need to support that because change needs to happen. Just do what you can. Have a lovely day, evening, week. I don't know what else to say. Thank you very much. I will see you later. Goodbye. Also subscribe.